This video is not for everyone. Matthew chapter 5, verse 11. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my name's sake. Our Heavenly Father has put us here to be the light of the world, and we are living in the end of the signs of the times. And we're going to be persecuted. Some examples of persecution include hatred, arrest, imprisonment, beatings, torture, murder, and executions. We have to be ready for this just as we love to live. Matthew chapter 24, verses 9 through 13. Then they shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. And the devil that deceived them that was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. We're going to be reading from Revelation chapter 14, verses 9 through 12. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever. And they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image. And whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of Yah and the faith of Yeshua. Revelation chapter 20, verse 12 through 15. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before Yah, and the books were opened. And another book was opened, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books, and according to their works. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell were delivered up the dead which were in them, and they were judged, and every man according to their works. And death and hell were cast in the lake of fire. This is the second death. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Satan is not playing around. This video is not for entertainment. Faith comes by hearing the word of the Lord. Either you're going to get this mark and commit your soul into eternal hell, or you're going to live for Yah, and you're going to be willing to die for Yah. You choose. Are you going to get the mark and go to hell? Or are you going to be willing to die but go to heaven and live forever, where there's no more drama, no more sin, no more problems. It's coming. It's coming. Military Mobilization, Winter 2020, Mark of the Beast, Death and Martial Law by Michael Israel.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a vaccine by the end of the year. We're doing very well with the vaccine. And I will tell you something. I just literally left a meeting. We're mobilizing our military and other forces, but we're mobilizing our military on the basis that we do have a vaccine. You know, it's a massive job to give this vaccine. Our military is now being mobilized. So at the end of the year, we're going to be able to give it to a lot of people very, very rapidly. Yeah, I think we're going to have a vaccine by the end of the year. We're doing very well with the vaccine. And I will tell you something. I just literally left a meeting. We're mobilizing our military and other forces. We're mobilizing our military and other forces and other forces and other forces. And other forces.
For those that are in denial about this, I wanted to show you just FEMA's own press release from earlier in 2009. And this was National Level Exercise 09, scheduled from July 27th through July 31st. And they say here in their own press release, just Google NLE 09, first thing that comes up is FEMA's own press release. You can go to their site and read more. This is just one of their posts. And it says that troops from 14 different countries are training with federal, regional, state, tribal, and local private sector participants with police and military from foreign countries on how to take on terrorists inside the United States.
I called you here today because we face dire circumstances. Our intelligence has confirmed the existence of a new threat that is unlike any we have seen before. This organization has the ability to carry out attacks anywhere in the world. They are highly lethal and indiscriminate of age, religion, or nationality. The potential for loss of human life and psychological terror is substantial and cannot be ignored. They are the very definition of an unknown quantity. Our only choice of action is to meet force with force. As of this moment, my program is reactivated, and I am handing over command of all global field operations to you. Recruit your operators from among the world's foremost elite. Orders and protocols are irrelevant. We must be the shield that safeguards the civilized world from those who wish to do it harm. No matter how aware our enemies strike, no matter what defense they cower behind.
And military from foreign countries on how to take on terrorists inside the United States and how to surveil the American people.
Local police in Alameda and Oakland working with the military, the U.S. military, the U.S. Marine Corps and Urban Warrior, as well as foreign troops, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, foreign troops.
The Singapore Armed Forces is conducting an integrated exercise for the first time at the Mountain Home Range Complex in Idaho. The training airspace, said to be more than 20 times the size of Singapore, helps to improve SAF's training capabilities, and it also offers more urban structures that allows SAF to conduct more complex missions. Our reporter, Faraz Joraimi, brings us more from the ground.
What the SAF can't do in Singapore, they are able to do it in Mountain Home Air Force Base, Idaho. The extra space here allows it more flexibility in planning and execution.
execution.
Planning and execution. Exercise Forging Sabre, now in its 7th installment, is an integrated strike exercise that involves the Republic of Singapore Air Force and Singapore Army. The unilateral exercise will feature assets such as the Heron 1 unmanned aerial vehicle, which detects enemies and sends back intelligence to the command post, where commanders can order strikes on multiple targets. And planning and execution, where commanders can order strikes on multiple targets.
With the intelligence assets in the air providing the surveillance to the command post will then be able to have comprehensive situational awareness of the battlefield. And with that, we'll be able to make better and smart decisions, timely decisions, and control our strike assets to deliver weapons on the targets at a time and place of our choosing with deadly effect.
Right there on your screen. My friends, this is totally unconstitutional, and looking at a historical reference, it is terrifying to see military working with police, then you add in foreign troops, paid actors saying, we're Americans, you can't do this to us. They're conditioning the police, the military, and the public. Think about it.
Typical of what you see in an urban environment, people hanging out, doing nothing. And as we know, idle time is the devil's hands, right? We've been saying people don't have jobs, they don't have a home to go to, or a home that they want to go to, so they just hang out all day long. You have a local religious leader over there in the nun. You have a church right here. You have some Marines conducting an interview over here, it looks like. Right now everything's calm. Everybody seems to be content. But at any minute, this could erupt into a riot.
We were in Oak Knoll for 5 days in Oakland, California. But the footage you're seeing was amateur. You see, the media was taken on a staged tour, and you'll see some of our footage later. This is the guided tours for the public during the exercises. And when the Marines have a problem, or when the police have a problem dealing with the civilians, they call in the backup, and the battle begins. Oh, by the way, I hope you enjoyed seeing the foreign troops earlier, helping keep the Americans under control.
Hey, doe vandaag. Hè? Zelkens? Ja. Wat is het? Weet ik niet, zie nog niet.
Now watch how they treat this civilian. Boom! They kick him. Get out of there. He scurries past the foreign troops from the Royal Netherlands, and then they, in SWAT team style, stacked up, get ready to raid and kick in the doors. I'm very glad to see that the humanitarian assistance is going well. When the police can't handle it, they just call in the foreign troops. Everything's okay, working together, speaking English, speaking foreign languages, working with police speaking English.
I'm going to tell everyone I can, listen, we have a serious problem.
How's it going over at the camp?
Well, very well. The guys are a bit exercises now. They do very well.
So the camp situation's going good with the disarmament and things?
Oh, yeah.
Because we saw them over there disarming people. Is that what the exercise is?
Yeah, exercise now, yeah.
Fantastic. Where are you from, sir?
Well, Holland.
Oh, okay.
We're mobilizing our military and other forces.
The only way those supplies can be provided in time is through the full mobilization of the United States military.
For the most part, it's really a war footing that we need to be on.
It can happen quickly. A Marshall-type plan, don't mean to say that exactly, but a Marshall plan that can go into effect can stimulate change very quickly.
But we're mobilizing our military on the basis that we do have a vaccine. You know, it's a massive job to give this vaccine. our military is now being mobilized. So we're mobilizing our military and other forces. At the end of the year, we're going to be able to give it to a lot of people very, very rapidly.
I don't mean to say that exactly, but a Marshall Plan, they can go into effect, can stimulate change very quickly.
At the end of the year, we're going to be able to give it to a lot of people very, very rapidly.
At the end of the year, we're going to be able to give it to a lot of people very, very rapidly.
Our Army remains ready to defend the nation. The health protection of our force is a critical component of our readiness, and I want to update you on the Army's response to COVID-19.
The only way those supplies can be provided in time is through the full mobilization of the United States military. It is immoral that our president has not ordered our military to full mobilization. Our military is the only answer at this point. There's only one organization that can guarantee that, and that is the United States military.
You're clear. Move ahead. Clear. Step up. You're clear. Next. Let's go. No good. Come on, step back. Clear. Good. This no way.
Army medical professionals and research labs are working closely with the Centers for Disease Control to aggressively prevent, detect, and treat the COVID-19 virus.
The job of the FBI is to respond. Job of the Army, to defend. With the presence of the Army, our ability to investigate will be seriously inhibited. It will push these criminals further underground. Most importantly, you can't fight a war against an enemy you can't see.
We have to fight that invisible enemy that, I guess, unknown, but we're getting to know it a lot better.